Hi, this is Kimberly Hackett, parent coach. Should you ever break trust with your child? Here's a situation that a parent told me about a couple days ago. I came up to her and told her that a friend of hers was sexually assaulted at a party, and the friend said, don't ever tell anybody. And the daughter did tell the mother. This is an instant family meeting to sit down and talk about, and mostly listen and connect about this really intense subject. So when you sit down with your child literally is called a meeting by saying, this is a problem I'm having. Is she asking you what you think, or is she just trying to tell you what she thinks or what she's feeling? It's really a time for you to just listen. And some of the questions, once the listening is done, once she's told her story, you might ask her, can I ask you some questions? And some of those questions might be, how does it feel to keep this secret? Do you really think your friend wants you to keep the secret? Is your friendship more important than the secret? Right? These aren't questions you're asking from this activated place or this place where you want to try to teach your child a lesson or sway them in a direction that you want them to go. You're actually curious. This is so important to know that when you're curious, when you're honestly curious, you help your child surface what they're struggling with or what they're feeling. And so when that happens, you come together in a really different place, right? You're not trying to convince your child what's the right thing to do. You're coming from true curiosity. You've been here before. You know what this is like. You know what it's like to be a teenager who's struggling with some big issues. And you know what it's like to have a parent who says, this is what you need to do. Or, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna let you go to that party anymore. Or, oh my gosh, that friend is irresponsible. Or, oh my gosh, I gotta tell that mother right away. And that kind of breaking confidence is damaging. Your child's not going to come to you and tell you things. If you react and you act in a way that's not aligned with what she's trying to tell you. So what she's trying to tell you is, I've got a problem. It's overwhelming. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Can you listen to me and help me problem solve this? 80% of a family meeting is listening and connection. So you have to really make sure you have established that connection with your child. After you sort of got fleshed everything out and you've got all the stories fleshed out, the questions are fleshed out, and you've surfaced her feelings and you've even shared some of your feelings, you move into problem solving. Transparency is hugely important. You've told me this story, so now I have some responsibility for this story as well. So how can we figure this out together? Right, we're in this together now. What is confidentiality when it actually puts somebody at risk? Why am I telling my mother in the first place? You know, why am I telling her? You know, what's the real reason why I'm telling her? Do I want my mother to call the mother? A lot of great questions to ask, and a lot of great things to sort of flesh out. When it comes to dealing with confidentiality in your child, when your child says, don't tell anybody, that's not the place to go. You know, so that's your child in a really reactive place. When you move into a conversation, you move into connection, your child starts to relax and feel safe. She starts to figure out what she's really feeling and why she's feeling what she's feeling. And she starts to be able to create some inner space. And when you have space, you have options. And that's what you get to do as a parent, is to help your child, lead your child in that direction. But also lead yourself in that direction, because if you react as a parent, you have no options in terms of how you're going to respond to your child's situation. Because if you're fearful, you're going to react and want to manage it. And if you manage it, you've taken away this incredible opportunity for your daughter to learn about herself, about who she is as a human being in relationship to her friends, about these kind of issues, and also personal strength and resilience. Like what is being asked of her, and how can she step up to that challenge? A family meeting is where it's at. And if you haven't downloaded my family meeting ebook, I suggest you do at KimberlyHackett.com. It's free. I look forward to talking to you more in the future. Thanks for listening.